How is YouTube even better for business than even the Harvard Business School? You're going to get the inside scoop from me, a professor at a number 5 business school. Yeah, they call me Professor O at school, right? And I went to a top school, worked at the largest consulting firm in the world, worked with Fortune 1, 10, 20, really big companies, all the stuff that you think would be the best thing for helping you with entrepreneurship, helping you become a business owner. But that's not true. So let me tell you a story. So I teach at the number 5 business school in the US in the Combs. I teach corporate strategic planning, right? The first time I was teaching, for the first 2 weeks we were remote because of COVID, and the third class was the first time we were in person. So this is the third week. This is the 5th class, and I have students that are seniors, juniors, and even in a master's program, and 25% of them line up and they are saying things to me like, oh, Professor, oh, this is the most I've ever learned in a class, and I'm a senior. And they're telling me this after only 5 classes. Things like, this class has opened my eyes in ways that I haven't thought about my career, or about the way men and women get treated differently. And I'm talking about, this is a corporate strategic planning, or things about how I can think about business. So why was it that I was able to make such a game changer for them in such a short period of time? And this is while, because I didn't just teach, I did teach corporate strategic planning. We do need the academics and the theory that come through school, but a lot of times we're missing how you practically apply that to making the best life decisions for you. And that piece is radically missing. And so what I said to these kids is, I promise you will be challenged, and they are. I promise that I want you to feel seen and heard. And we will be teaching self-awareness. And that third piece was critical, and our vehicle is corporate strategic planning. And so it was by having those 3 tenets that they were able to get so much value so early in the class. Now, why is Harvard not as good as YouTube? So as those students came up and told me what value they got, instantly what I thought is, I wish I could share this with hundreds of thousands of people. How many people sitting in a business right now would get so much value from understanding how to do better industry analysis, external analysis, market analysis, so they could be more successful? How many people would realize that it's not as hard as it seems if they could get that content? But no, it's just a small group of people. And so what YouTube does is it gives you the opportunity to learn from tons of people. And also it gives me, people like me who have expert knowledge, a vehicle to reach out to people who may not get it otherwise. Those students were awesome. But the other thing is, they had amazing grades by the time they made it into that class. They had amazing grades in high school to get into that school. They had amazing grades in middle school to get into the honors programs and the AP programs that got them into the high school. And they probably started, just like me, doing honors classes in elementary school. Think, I taught my 4th grade class, right? There's just path that people are on so early in life. But sometimes people get off that path. Maybe you moved a lot. Maybe you just didn't know. Maybe your mom didn't come down to school and make the teachers put you into honors classes like they did with me, when sometimes teachers would just look at me and say, oh, she doesn't belong in an honors class. For so many reasons why people are left out. And so I'm super passionate about just democratizing business ownership. And what does that mean in plain speak? It means making it easier for you, who is not a tech bro, who doesn't even want to do tech. You, the normal human who would love some more freedom, be successful in business. And we're going to talk in this channel about things that most people typically don't know or don't talk about with business ownership. First of all, dispel a big old myth is you have to do a startup. No, you do not. Something that is really amazing is a way to start getting into entrepreneurship, and a way to grow your business when you're in is called buying businesses. This is phenomenal for the person who can't spend 1 to 10 years waiting to see if the business idea is going to work out. You can buy a business with existing cash flow. What does cash flow mean? You can pay your freaking bills. So we're going to talk about buying businesses and growth by acquisition, because that is such a powerful tool for most people. Number 2 If you already have a business, you have put your blood, sweat, tears, it's probably your other child. And then when it comes time to sell that business, either because you want to move on, you want to retire, maybe you've got a health issue, something's changed in your personal life, the truth is 80% of you aren't going to be able to sell your business. And that sucks. But there are some specific things that you can learn that will make it so that people want to buy your business. And not just buy your business, but buy your business for more. I'm talking about taking it so maybe you have gotten $400,000 from your business to now you're able to get $14 million from your business. That's a big change. And I'll give you a story about that. And then the third thing is we're going to talk about scaling your business while working less. And this story ties in both of those two things. So I was working with Robert, who's got 7 kids. Yeah, I'm talking 7 kids from the same humans. You got me, I don't know, okay? But he's got 7 kids. He's also running a business and working 65 hours a week. Sometimes he's got to hide in the car to get some focus time because he's got 7 kids, right? But what happened is working together over a 2-year period, his net profit went from hundreds of thousands to over millions of dollars. And if you were to sell his business now, right, instead of getting, say, $400,000 or $500,000, he would be getting $20 to $25 million. Here's the deal. Robert does not work a full-time week. So many of you out there as business owners are working crazy weeks. There's this hustle culture that tells you you've got to be working all the time. That is not true unless that is the life you absolutely want to live. What most people want is they want to help their employees. They want to do good in the world with their service. They also want to have a life. So I am going to share with you, and this is the reason I'm committed to this platform, is the ability to scale this information so it's not just the precious few students or my precious few clients, but what it is everyone out there that's interested in this. You're able to, 1, learn to buy a business and grow by acquisition, okay? And 2, sell your business for millions more dollars in your pocket by just making some changes in, say, 1 to 5 years. And if you've already been there for a long time, a few more years to make the right changes to get the kind of results that Robert did, where you're going from maybe a few $100,000 to $20-25 million, big old difference. And the third is scaling your business while working less. I'm talking about things like going from a net income of a few $100,000 to, say, $4 million. I mean, that's in your pocket money, right? And you are working from, say, what we typically think of business owners, 40 to 65 hours a week or more, 6-7 days a week, to just 25 hours a week. That is less than a full-time job. That is less than what most employees are doing, and you can be making way more. And so all of this, just like with my class, is going to be packaged so that you are challenged. I want you to feel seen and heard, so I need you to drop comments in. And, I can get this to scale, but I can't get this to be live. So drop your comments, subscribe, let me know what you want to hear about, where you're having challenges, what you love, and I will respond directly to every single comment. And also, we're going to bring in self-awareness, because the way you know what you want out of the business, the way you get the most value, is first being clear about what works and doesn't work for you, and then you can use all these tactics and strategies so that you can have the business that you want and you can be doing business on your terms. That's what my passion is about, is democratizing business so that you can do business on your terms. So hit subscribe, drop in the comments, let me know what value you got, what questions you have, and I look forward to helping you even more to buy, sell, and scale your business. Yeah.